What's up, homies and homiettes? It's your boy Home Boom back with another segment of the Hold Up Show. And hold up, and Howie we trust. Today we're going to be reviewing two articles, one local to the Philly area and one on a national level, to see with all the losses can Howie run it back. And then after we go over that, I'm going to get into a few of my thoughts. So let's get into it. Hold up. So our first article here is from the PhiladelphiaVoice.com or PhillyVoice.com, right? So this was released today, the latest on the Philadelphia Eagles free agency news and updates. As the NFL free agency unwinds over the next couple of weeks, we'll be covering each of the Philadelphia Eagles' outside signings, re-signings, retirements, departing players, and other noteworthy developments in great detail. This page will serve as an overview of what the Birds do as they do it, with links to each individual story that we publish. Bookmark, please. So, we'll get into the first signings. The Eagles sign running back A.J. Dillon. Dillon is one of the best running backs in the NFL at 6 foot, 247 pounds, but he missed the entire 2024 season with a neck injury. So this is like a low risk, huge reward signing that Howie likes to try, especially at positions that he has abundance, which when you have the NFL's best running back plus a nice, viable, young second-year man in Will Shipley, who displayed flashes last year of being able to take over and handle the now departed Kenny Gainwell's role now that he signed with the Steelers. So, pretty interesting to see. This guy is humongous. He, like they said, his calling card, he might have bigger legs than Saquon Barkley, and that is not an easy feat, right? And also an edge, Josh. I'm not even going to mess that up, right? He was a Patriots second round pick in 2020. He had one great season in 2022 when he racked up 11.5 sacks, but otherwise had disappointing production. So this is like another risk reward type of thing that Howie likes. Someone, maybe Vic Fangio, seeing great upside in this guy and thinks that he can put him through the Vic-versity, so to say, and resurrect his career, at least for this one season, as we look to get contributors in to help the core of our Super Bowl team, right? So, let's go on to the re-signings. Eagles re-signed linebacker Zach Bond. The Eagles made Bond a priority as he is back in Philly on a 3-year deal worth $51 million. So, no-brainer there. Glad he's back. One of the leaders, if not the leader now, on the defense, right? Then we had the re-signing of Saquon Barkley. Barkley had 2 years remaining on his contract when he signed with the Eagles last offseason, but the team rewarded him with a more lucrative deal after he had one of the best seasons by a running back in NFL history. Well deserved to him. Shout out to him. He's still doing his victory lap. I'm pretty sure he has already got back into training mode to some degree. And yeah, enjoy it, my brother. You deserve it. Enjoy the new house, new contract. I mean, so do your thing, player. All right, the trades. The Eagles traded quarterback Kenny Pickett to the Browns for a 5th pick, originally held by the Lions, and for quarterback Dorian Thompson-Robinson. So, not sorry to see him go. We've seen enough. Good luck to you, brother. It's Big Tanner McKee's time to do that, to be that second option. I am a little bit familiar with Dorian Thompson-Robinson. I believe he is a fast a fast running quarterback, and he could develop here. He could get some upside, and you never know with the way that the NFL works. He might get some playing time. He, might get to show what he learned here and what he developed, right? So, then the Eagles traded CJGJ, Chauncey Garner Johnson Jr., right? And a 2026 sixth-round pick to the Texans for offensive lineman Kenyon Green, and a 2026 fifth-round pick. So, we know Chauncey Garner Johnson is a bit of a mercenary. He is here to make that money. He is going to be loud. He is going to be boisterous. He is going to be emotional. He is going to be fiery. He is things you look for in your safety when you are trying to bring an element of nasty to your secondary. He is the type of guy you want. He also catches interceptions, right? But this was a business decision. To some degree, I feel as though this was a business. Some degree. I mean, his personality is an acquired taste, and I don't know if he wore out his welcome twice in Philly. But he got us a Super Bowl, so he will always get love from me. He did solidify that secondary in the safety position with hard-hitting hits, a fearlessness, an attitude, and ability to intercept the ball. So he'll always get love from me. He is the definition of what a Philly safety should be. So good luck to him. Hope he gets the contract he wants and all of that, right? As far as Kenyon Green, not familiar, but I am extremely confident in Stoutland University, and I believe he, if not a starter or a good contributor to the offensive line, he will come out of being on the Eagles as a better player. So good luck to him. Get ready, get to work, Playboy. You heard? So then players released. We got, of course, the beloved Slay. The Eagles released the 34-year-old with a June 1st designation, and he signed a 1-year, $10 million deal with the Steelers. Also, Eagles released safety James Bradbury. He was also a June 1st designation. I'm not sure if I'm pretty sure he's going to get another opportunity somewhere. I just don't think he's going to get any more big money. I think his big money days are over with. But I could be wrong. He could go on a 1-year prove-it deal, have a bounce back year, and be able to secure one more last good contract before he bids the NFL farewell, So good luck to him. You did get a ring. I don't know if you're going to appreciate it, but you did get it. Offensive lineman Nick Gates. Is he offensive lineman? Right. So with Brandon Graham returning from IR prior to the Super Bowl, the Eagles placed Gates on IR and then released him after the parade. So you got your ring, brother. You were on the squad. Don't know you. Not familiar. Good luck to you, right? So, former Eagles players who have signed with new teams. Isaiah Rodgers reportedly signed a 2-year deal with the Vikings worth $15 million. Congratulations to you, brother. Thought you would get more. Kind of thought you may be back, but we got enough in the backfield on young rookie deals. So, salute to you and good luck on your endeavors, brother, and stay away from the gambling. You dig? Milton Williams signed a massive deal with the Patriots worth $26 million a year. Salute to you too, brother. Well worth it, well deserved, and I hope you continue to strive. Sorry to see you go. Josh Sweat, the Sweat Man, reportedly got a 4-year deal worth $76 million with the Cardinals, back with Rich Gannon. or Josh Gannon. But homegrown did his job, showed up. Salute to him. Got a brand with the sweat, wiping off the sweat. You know what I'm saying? No sweat. So I hope you continue to elevate and earn every dollar plus more out there in Arizona, brother. Linebacker Orton Burks. Burks reportedly signed a 2-year deal with the Bengals worth $5 million. I just don't know how we couldn't bring him back for that. I guess he didn't want to wait till Howie possibly, went through the draft, went through all that, went through release players, cap casualties, to see if he would still have a spot. He probably took his guaranteed $5 million on out there to Cincinnati, and I'm not mad at you, brother. Enjoy your Super Bowl ring, and good luck to you. Kenny Gainwell reportedly signed a 1-year deal with the Steelers. Financial details clearly unknown because they probably didn't pay him much for a running back, but he was happy to get a contract and get a job, and he deserved one. Salute to him, and good luck, right? So, no retirements to report. Other news, Brenton Covey was not tendered as a restricted free agent, so he will test free agency. Hopefully he's able to secure himself a bag, right? So that's where we are currently, right? So before I get into this other article, just, So with these two Howie signings, I get it. I dig it. I'm trusting what he's doing. He hasn't given us a chance to question him in what 4 or 5 years now. I mean, even though, like they say, his picks were not slam dunk picks when he made them, we understood what he was doing, and we understood that the right people developed them. Had like we always have been for these last couple of years, as far as developing young players, that them picks would be in great situations to succeed if they went through the process, right? So it just comes down to a question of, can we survive the hits? You know what I'm saying? Can we survive exactly all these losses, all that continuity, all that heightened talent at contributor levels? Like the players that were leaving were exceptional for their roles because they were actually starters playing contributor roles, right? To some degree, like they were starters playing contributor. Just look at some of the contracts these people are getting, right? And then our rotational starters like Milton Williams and Josh Sweat, like those are huge losses. Those that you're going to have to replace that. Like that is a double-digit sacker, and that is a big, massive run stuffing, pressure getting defensive tackle that was clearly highly sought after. He's getting $26 million a year, and I don't think the Patriots would just be giving out $26 million a year if you didn't have some massive talent, and that's just straight up, right? So we do have the draft coming up. We do expect Howie to do some more willing and dealing and trading and things like that. We've seen him create cap space. We've seen him restructure some deals. We've seen him move some things around. And we've also heard and seen Lane Johnson tweet out, some things regarding Howie's movements and how he's the great one, right? So we just all want to let it play out. But right now, it looks a little shaky. It looks a little scary. But we have faith in Howie because we've been here before. That 2017 team that won was a bunch of low risk, high reward. Like every one of his free agency signings hit. The draft picks contributed, and it just came together. And just came together at the right time. And with this team, it was a homegrown, stacked roster from top to bottom that would make any capologist just smirk and smile with pride. Like to be able to put together that type of roster just that deep at every position, and it's crazy, right? And most of them being homegrown draft picks and rookies in their rookie year contributing, right? Especially like a Quinyon Mitchell and a Cooper DeJean. Like these look like top 5 players in their positions already as rookies. Like we could definitely see that Q is going to be like Revis Island over there. Like seriously, like once he started getting some interceptions, it's going to be insane. He's going to probably be the first 30-35 million dollar a year cornerback in the league. Like it's going to be it's going to be great, right? So I'm interested to see if we're going to make a trade for Trey Hendrickson. I believe that's the name, out of Cincinnati. Since they told him he can go seek a trade. The Myles Garrett thing was just too good to be true. Now he got $40 million a year. Salute to him. I mean, he said it wasn't about the money, but clearly we see it's about the money at the end of the day. But we don't know what other fruit may fall from some shaking trees once Howie gets to digging and seeing what's going on with other teams' cap situations and just disgruntled players or players that the organization lost faith in, but there's something there, right? So it's still early in the game. The start of the new year just happened yesterday at 4 p.m. I was going to wait a while to try to do a video to talk about the Eagles and their recent moves and things like that, but I decided to do it now, right? So I was going to get into this other article, but from CBS News, but it's just basically about them signing the former Kansas City Chief Josh. I'm going to say Uche, Joshua Uche. So yeah, not much. We already got into that on the last article, so I'm not going to get into that. So yeah, man, like I believe Howie already had a plan in place because I knew that he knew this roster was too good to be true and it was not sustainable, and they already were having contingency plans into place to do what they needed to do to rebuild this roster. And I suspect a lot more moves during and after the draft. So let's stay tuned. I want to know your thoughts. Like, comment, subscribe, share. Let me know. In Howie, do you trust? Or is it still a wait and see approach with you even after the Super Bowl win, just because of the concern of the amount of losses? So, it's your boy Hoom Boom. This is another segment of the Hold Up Show. And it's all up, baby. Peace.